Let's do it.
We're here!
Hey everybody, welcome to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch with three tieflings every Friday night.
I'm glad the transition was on you going, let's do it. So I didn't realize we were gonna keep talking.
Threeflings is a collection of one-shot adventures from the Uncaged Anthology, so if this is your first episode or your 50th, welcome, you are all caught up. Tonight we are playing A Storm of Wishes by D.E. Chaudron from Uncaged, Volume 3, the one that won the Ennie. And let's meet our Tiefs, starting by welcoming back Zan Larson. Tell us about your Tief.
Hello, I'm playing Shy, our resident knowledge cleric of the Brighthorn, so she's very shiny and she will throw the book at you.
Oh my gosh, Ink, tell us about your Tief.
Did you forget who I am?
I forgot who everyone is.
It's okay, the identity is a construct. We're all role-playing ourselves. My name is Ink. You can find me on Twitter and in the Twitch chat as at These Dead Pens. Tonight, as usual, I am playing Ophelia, your Pact of the Tome magical girl frog, Warlock.
And Gwen, my enemy for tonight. Tell us about your Tief.
I'm not your enemy, I'm just the revealer of your truth. I'm playing Adara, a resident fighty-bitey tiefling. She has no magic, but she won't let that stop her from starting trouble with her warg puppy Crouton.
Ah, heck yes. So, tonight we have a couple content warnings. It will feature enclosed underground spaces, as well as the theme for Tier 2, apparently, which is snakes. So if either of those are triggers for you, feel free to duck out, take care of yourself, and we look forward to seeing you next week. So now, who would like to give us a previously on Threeflings? We played Hunt for the Serpent Queen by Adabak Boskert.
Speaking of snakes, this one was Fantasy Turkey instead of Fantasy Greece, like our snakes usually are. So we went to a town in Fantasy Turkey, and the king was like, or I guess a friend of Vittori's, a casual co-working acquaintance of Vittori's.
Was it?
Right?
No, it wasn't Vittori.
No,
it was last week was the one with Maypri.
Oh, right. That was
Maypri's
I jumped 2 adventures ago. Okay, so hang on. What did Maypri do? We showed
Maypri
up.
showed up. She was friends with the general. I don't remember his name, and the general was like, "Hey, the king is dying of a mysterious illness, and you need to hunt down the Shabaran, who's like a big snake woman. She's like got the face of a woman and the body and like tiny legs of being a snake.
Right.
Even though snakes don't have legs, which is funny to me. And you need to track her down so then we can take her scales and her blood and use them to cure the king. Because that's what the vizier said, even though the vizier is kind of shady.
Yeah.
And then
the captain
the
out loud
princess
to us
of the
was
original kingdom lived with the Shamaran.
Yeah, and the captain out loud to us was like, I don't know, the vizier's kind of shady. I think he might just be trying to take it for himself. And we're like, then why are we being asked to do this? But there was no follow-up answer.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. Continue.
I was gonna say, yeah, and then we did the whole thing that was like the princess of the original kingdom, who is the daughter of the king who was dying, lives with a Shamaran, and we found that out, even though I got confused, and I was like, this is all one kingdom. It was not. It's okay, though. So we showed up, we talked to the Shamaran, we also ran into a guy who was just, like, really in love with his wife that was just a prisoner of the original empire, and he was like, man, I love my girlfriend, and we're like, we get that. We're here to take you back, it's okay. So then, wife guy got taken back to the Shamaran. The Shamaran was like, hey, it's cool. I turn people into Wanti, I believe, or like snake people. And I understand that people want me dead for whatever. I've been training the princess to take over my spot, even though she was very unaware of that. And she was like, here, I'll give you some of my blood and my scales. Drink the blood, don't eat the scales, don't mix that up, whatever. Princess, we came back with her, gave the blood to her father, scales to the vizier. Vizier turned into a bunch of snakes from the inside out, which was very vicious. King is okay, and Princess decided to... I forget what she decided to do. Did she decide to take care of the snakes? Because we convinced the Shabaran not to die.
She
give her an
toured the
actual
world
choice.
to learn magic.
Yes. And we gave her, the choice And wife guy got to go back to his girlfriend/wife, and everything was chill
And
because we returned finally to Sneeple being in a calm het relationship, which was the most magical lesson of all.
And we accepted this relationship because he did the thing where he told us about it beforehand, as opposed to the adventure prior, where the unrelated guy, did not tell us about his relationship with a serpent queen beforehand. So when we showed up and he was like, "I've been in love this whole time," we were like, "Aw, sounds like a spell to me."
Yeah, sounds fake. You good? It's like, no, just slowly been turning into a snake.
Also, you survived your first avalanche.
Yeah.
Yes, there will be art of that soon. Up on the Twitter. It's already kind of in the Discord. You'll see it eventually of Adara holding Kutan under one arm, Ophelia under the other, and then Xana's drawing the continuation, which is just a yeet of both.
Yep.
So we're working on it.
And Ophelia, you got a letter. Or not a letter. It was
had a
different this
dream.
time. You had a dream at the very end.
Yes, I had a dream of, I forget what the place is called, but they were like, come, we need you. Whatever. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, sure, dream person. And now I'm assuming that is where we are on our way to.
There is. So yeah, that is totally worth a point of inspiration to be shared amongst the all of you. And everybody watching, you can always use some channel points to give them more inspiration because they usually need it.
Especially since Jess has been employing the use of her very lucky cat die.
Yeah. Well, so chat doesn't just give us inspiration; they can give us crits. Unfortunately,
they can give you crits.
Unfortunately, 1s and 20s are both crits. But
you can give them to me too.
It's true.
Yeah, or you can help me manifest curses upon all of Jess's die, including the cat dice. We manifest here, folks.
Manifesting. All right. So the dream that Ophelia had was from Alchis of the Open Eye, asking you to come help her in the Stone Sea. I can ask, before we pick that up, Shy, what have you been up to in the few weeks since we've seen you?
Has been a few weeks. Adara and I believe, pulled off a heist the last time we met. Kind of like a dungeon delving / heist with traps and stuff. So
You
was
robbed
like,
the
"You know what?"
temple.
Yeah,
you
we
basically
robbed the
robbed
temple.
church.
So I have a feeling Shy would be doing a bit more of that, a little bit solo work. Probably found, with the help of some legends that she learned at the end of that adventure, some locations of some hidden ruins, and perhaps found a magical artifact or two.
Yes. So I'll say on their way back from Fantasy Turkey to Fantasy Greece, Shy, you meet up with Adara and Ophelia, who have returned to Fantasy Greece on their way to the Stone Sea.
Perfect. We can never leave.
You're going to be in Fantasy Greece for a while.
Oh boy.
Like Hotel California, you can never leave.
There are now 3 of us. I assume one of you has a job.
Hello to you too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice. I thought we were just going with it. Yeah. I had a weird dream. Nice to see you again.
So where are, I guess, we headed?
Stone Sea.
Yep, there it is. I already forgot.
Does Shy know where the Stone Sea is?
Oh. Yeah, give me a religion check or a history check.
Okay. Will do. That'll be an 18.
Okay. Was that religion or history?
History.
Okay. So you would know that centuries ago, there was some kind of religious war in the Stone Sea. And it has been shrouded for generations since. No one has been able to find it.
Well, that's a problem. Do I know the general area it's purported to be?
Yeah, it's in Fantasy Greece.
So where we are.
Just,
Like,
off in the water on an island.
or off in the water on an island. Well, unfortunately, if I knew the exact location, I could have gotten us there in probably a day. But I'm thinking we're probably going to have to take a boat. Because
Yeah.
I would not want Windwalk to cancel
die.
out over open water. I mean, well,
I don't know.
it wouldn't be a good idea.
We're all pretty good with water at this point.
So I will tell you, the Stone Sea can only be approached through the shallows off the coast, as no ship will risk passage through the divine mist.
So we
Oh.
have to swim
Or walk.
or walk.
A wall of fog stretches as high as the eye can see, casting a mile-wide shroud around the distant islands.
And Ophelia, what was your dream about again? I really only retained the destination.
I really got out of it as far as I remember is just being told that we need to come here and that they needed us for something. I don't think there was anything else. Which is usually a little bit weird. I feel like we usually have a better idea of what we're getting into before we get there.
Honestly, not really.
Well, let's hope they either send a guide or give you a way through this fog.
Yeah. So, wait, it's... Shy, you said it's walkable? Despite being an island?
Is it like shallow water?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah,
I guess if we time the tide right, we should be able to walk to some of the smaller islands.
sure. Might...
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna stable Crouton for this. I feel like I don't want to have to worry about carrying him back over high tide.
I mean, he's a fairly tall dog.
He's
I would
tall,
think.
but you know how, like, bulldogs aren't very good swimmers? So they're just too dense?
We had to do that with my ex's bull mastiff.
Oh no.
Got stuck out at high tide and had to carry him back.
Oh no.
It's 180-pound dog.
I have a feeling Dante's not too happy and is now on top of Shy's head.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna proactively kennel my animal before we go do this.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Alright. I'm good whenever. I'm waterproof.
Fred is happy about this. He's like, water.
Is Fred
Yep.
salt or fresh
Fred's best
water?
day.
I don't think... Are there saltwater frogs? I don't think there are saltwater frogs.
Okay. Yeah.
I think most
sort of
frogs
what
are
I thought.
Maybe
freshwater.
it's not Fred's best day.
I mean, yeah, but he's like, oh yes, water.
Well, it's your frog.
So heading
yeah,
out.
it's
Who wants
fine.
to give me a perception or survival check?
I'll perceive.
I'll do survival.
Okay.
I'm bad at both of these. Yeah.
Oh, right, I have advantage. That's better. Okay, there we go.
We got a 4 on both.
I got a
baby.
27.
23.
Okay. Were either of those a nat 20?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. So it's pretty confusing walking around, but you make it a little way through a this dense fog, and you can't see behind you. And Shy and Ophelia, you start to sense the presence of like magic dampening in the fog. And I'd like everybody to give me some more perception or survival checks to continue your way through.
I'll
Gonna
continue
do another
perceiving.
survival check.
Oh my god.
And these are both the same. Oh no, this is much better. Go ahead.
Nice.
Go ahead, what'd you get?
Well,
24.
I didn't roll 2 natural ones with my advantage this time, but I did roll a 1 and a 2. So 11.
Okay.
What'd you get, Bearzan? You looking happy?
No, I got a 24. I was just like, a 1 and a 2. Gwen, really?
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you sure? Okay, so last time I got a 4. This time I got a 4 squared, so I got a 16. It's the same for
Nice.
both.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, nice and even.
All right. Okay. So you continue walking through this mist, and you can tell why boats didn't come here. The water is just barely over your ankles. And it's hard to tell how bright it is through this fog. Everything around you just seems gray. And you can give me another round of survival or perception checks if you want.
I rolled a natural 1 last time, and this time I rolled a 1 and a 2. So surely this time.
Just perception or survival also?
Either one.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Aggregate 20 for me.
Oh.
Finally, Gwen has good luck.
I rolled 2 1s, but they were on the same die.
Oh, I took out my pride dice because I'm like, oh, this will go well. Nope, I got a 5.
Your
And I
pride
got
dice are
one, my
homophobic.
envy
We've
dice.
been over this.
21 for survival.
Okay. So, even though Ophelia is really trying to pull you in a funny direction, Shy rights you at the very last minute before you are utterly turned around. My camera's being funky.
As Shy's not trusting her perception in this magically dampened field.
And you find your way through the mist, emerging on a sandbar bridge, and you see much deeper water on the other side. At this point, the sandbar bridge heads off to what you can see as an island, and the water here is about waist high, and you can tell that going on ahead will be difficult terrain.
All right. If it's waist high, can it be swum, or is that too shallow?
I think that's like too shallow.
That's fair.
I mean, you can always just like doggy paddle your way over. Just be like,
yeah. It's that weird awkward height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried to swim in waist high water and my hand hits the bottom.
Oh no.
Yeah. It probably doesn't help too that you're like 6 feet tall.
Right.
Okay, so maybe Ophelia can swim in it, but Adara
I was gonna
can't.
say, if you're 5 foot nothing like Ophelia, it's probably fine.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, if we have time, Ophelia would change into the leather armor of water walking. I forget what AC that is.
It's +1.
Yeah, I know, but like, what's the? Because my
Oh.
current one with the glamour is 16. I'm trying to remember just so I
So-
can.
Yeah, I think it would be leather, so like, just add. I forget if glamour is +1 or not.
I gotta check. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch cloaks over to the cloak of the manta ray, because it seems like it's gonna come up.
Become fish.
It just seems possible, you know?
You get pulled underwater, you don't have to worry about breathing then.
Yeah, it's true.
I think Shy's just gonna struggle through.
And Shy just hangs out.
I mean, but also Shy's in a chainmail shirt.
Yeah.
She's
So-
not really feeling very good about this.
You gonna sink.
So, as Adara and That's why I'm so hot. I forgot to turn my fan back on. As Adara and Ophelia are getting changed, and Shy steps out, the water around your feet ripples before taking shape. Salt stings the air, and an elemental begins to thrash at you. Despite its lack of expression, malice radiates from the creature. It lunges with the sound of 100 crashing waves. And I would like you all to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm a fighter.
Marvel
I'm
at
great at
these.
these.
All right.
Oh no! Gwendy had the very bad dice.
That's my, what is that? My 4th natural one for tonight?
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay.
Want to know the canon reason for why Ophelia got a 17 and did better than both of you? 'Cause this
Well-
makes no sense!
Shy was caught off guard. Ophelia's probably behind Shy.
Yeah. I think
Ophelia's getting changed!
Idara was probably in the middle of switching her cloak, so she was like, just, you know, her hood was like this or something, and she was like, wait, what's happening?
So, Shy and Ophelia, you are shoved to opposite sides of the sandbar, about 15 feet either way. Adara,
With the 16?
You- yeah,
Jeez.
Adara, you get grappled and you are now restrained by this water as it pounds you with a wave. And because you got a nat 1, you take 23 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
And you
God.
are grappled.
My gosh!
Grappled
Let's
by
roll
water.
initiative.
Adara's like, I survived snow last week, but water. Water's a different shit.
All right, initiative.
Oh. All right, let's roll initiative, friends.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Actually- I'm gonna, if I have 2 nat 20s from the wonderful people in chat, I'm using one of mine right now.
Okay.
That's very fair. I'll give that.
F this.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Shy and Ophelia.
I got a 13.
Okay.
I gotta stop deviating from my classic dice because they're really screwing me over. I got a 6.
Okay. So, Dara, you are up. You are being grappled by a water element.
All right, so step 1 is to escape the water elemental, which I
Yes.
assume is a normal grapple thing.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna roll my athletics. I'm gonna use the sparkly pink d20 that I never use for Adara, because it's time for a different set of d20s tonight. Well, okay, 12.
12. Okay. You are still grappled.
I can't try again with the rest of my turn, right?
I think it's just as your action.
All
I
right.
was gonna say, do you get 2 actions per turn?
The target is restrained and unable to breathe unless it can breathe water.
I can breathe water, assuming I finish putting on my hood, which is a valid question considering that I nat 1'd it.
Cool. So yeah, I'll say you can have put on the hood because I gave it a crit on you because you got a nat 1.
That's fair.
I'm not
Okay.
going to make you suffer more.
Okay. Then I'm going to action search.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out of the grapple, and I'll return to my Adara colored dice because, you know, the dice box could tell that I was trying to betray them. That's
What a
an
bad
18.
night for dice.
You are out.
Yay! Lawful 10. Okay, I'm out. That was my whole turn, except I'm gonna bonus action, bite the water. I'm gonna bite the ocean.
Fight the ocean.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god!
be leaning to the.
You feel
Natural
salty.
20 to bite the ocean?
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh.
say. I'm gonna do.
I forget, are your teeth magical yet?
Yes, they are.
Okay, cool.
Yay!
Alright. Yeah, let's just... How do I play Adara? That is 14 points of magic bite damage to the ocean.
Okay, cool.
Would you say that a water elemental tastes like saltwater taffy or like sea salt caramel?
I do not think it's sweet. I think it's like saltwater taffy, but by somebody who didn't know what they were doing.
Or does it taste like sardines?
Oh, does it taste like tuna?
It probably tastes a little bit like anchovy. It's got an anchovy aura, like an anchovy was near the saltwater taffy.
Yep. Uh-huh.
It's like the LaCroix of anchovies.
That's like the worst thing I could imagine right now, like saltwater taffy that tastes like anchovies.
Yeah, you replace the sugar with salt.
Oh, Shy, it's your turn.
Okay. Good question. I have a question, which will affect the entire turn. Does I still feel the dampening effect on magic?
You do not.
Good. All right.
As soon as you got out of the fog, you stopped feeling that.
Spiritual weapon, because I'm going to send a book through the water.
Heck yeah.
Yay!
That sounds like a great idea.
It does.
Okay, so that is an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Great. Uh, 5 points of force damage.
Okay.
And with her bonus action, she's going to try a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Must make a Dexterity saving throw.
That's a 9. The cat dice have
Does.
gotten used to me and no longer give me their favor.
Guess you have to buy new dice.
That is
You have to trade in the cat dice for the pant dice.
8 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And that will be her turn.
Awesome. All right. It is a water elemental's turn. And it did not like getting hit with a book.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to try and smack Shy in the face with some water. And I don't think a 14 hits you.
It does not.
Okay. So
Splashes
then,
up against the shield.
so then it will try again. And this is a 19. Does that hit you?
That does hit.
Okay. And it will be... Oh, wow. I think you put the fear of the knowledge god in it because those are 2 1s on the die.
Perfect.
So,
Yay!
so that is 6 bludgeoning damage from the elemental.
Good, good.
And then it is Ophelia's turn.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what exactly have we dealt with a water elemental before? We have, because Fred has spoken with one before. I remember that.
Yes, you didn't fight it though. You just
Yes.
made friends with one.
Um,
And you also made friends with a water weird.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Adara has spoken with fish. We have lots of friends in water, apparently. How does Fred feel seeing a water elemental that is not very chill?
I would say Fred is gonna try and hide in your skirts. Because not only is this salt water, but it's angry salt water.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Let's see. So I'm gonna then take my crossbow out and try to shoot at it.
Okay.
Because I don't have many weapons that do very strong damage, so we'll see. 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, cool. Cool. And then that's taking 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Is that magical?
It is not.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on. Do the attack roll for any... Oh, yeah, okay, because that's just the attack roll. It's not the damage. Okay. Yep.
Anything else?
I need to get Ophelia some magic bolts for this thing.
Anything else?
Let's see. I don't know if you can hear my dogs, but they're doing the weird barky thing. Let's see. Yeah, sure. You know what? I'll do this. I'm gonna cast Hex upon it.
Ooh.
So I have not hit it yet, but I am going to pick. Let's see, disadvantage. It's got Strength. So so now it has disadvantage on ability checks made with Strength.
Yay!
And that's my full turn.
Okay. There we go. Then it is Adara's turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna carry on doing what I was doing. I'm gonna avenge Adara using the nat 20 that chat gave me, the other nat 20 that chat gave me, to swing a scimitar at the ocean.
Yeah.
Very successfully. Wait, that's not the right damage die. Oh my god. All right, that is 16 points of magic silvered slashing damage.
Okay. Wait, did you hit it? What'd you roll to hit it?
Nat 20 from chat.
Oh, right, sorry. Was that with your damage
Scimitar.
on? Okay,
Yeah, I didn't roll great on the actual die.
got it. Sorry, I need to turn my fan around or I'm like gonna die
No worries.
from my brain.
All right, so next attack. Oh, okay, that's a 27 to hit.
Heck yeah, that hits.
Everything's coming up Adara. Why do I keep rolling twos? That
Is everything coming up a dollar then?
10 points of damage. Some things are coming up Adara. And I would once again like to try and bite the ocean with my
Please
bonus
do.
action. Does what is that, a 17? Does a 17 hit?
Sure will.
Oh boy. Good news, it's not a 2. It's a 3. That is 9 points of damage from my bite.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. That's my whole turn. I attack, bite.
Okay.
I'm not moving.
Well,
I just
sometimes
near
you
it.
action search.
I already did that.
Shy. You're up. I don't know how many action surges you get. You could just lie to me.
Okay, the book is going to swing around and go through the water again.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
And the Sacred Flame did pretty good before, so I think I will continue to do that. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. The bite dice won't do me wrong. Ah! This is homophobic dice. That's an 8.
I mean,
Okay.
it's 3 against 1, so really, I would argue that they are being LGBT allies.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what's the word that's the opposite of homophobic? And then was like, there is none. It's just not being a dick.
Hi, Phoenix.
9 points of radiant damage.
All right.
Shai's just
Anything
kind of like
else?
sloshing around in the water, trying to like keep her distance, and just hit it with the book and spells.
Awesome. And at this point, a woman in robes that are not a dress, robes that are shorts. They look like monastic robes. That's the word I'm looking for.
Wait, robes that are shorts? Like a romper?
Yeah, I was trying to say monastic robes.
Skirt.
But yes, a woman in a skirt.
A monk skirt.
Yes, with
Mort.
with snakes for hair, comes running towards you. You can see, you hear her feet like splashing against the water. She says, "Oh no, I was so worried this will happen. Back! Back!" And she just starts punching the shit out of this water. And that is
I respect this.
do some damage. 3.
Imagine a woman running up in a tennis skirt and just beating the absolute shit out of like a pool of water.
Out of the ocean.
Yes.
And she's gonna do that again. Sadly, her punching is not magical. And again, and with the last one, the water kind of dodges out of the way, and she does not hit it. But it is then the water's turn. And the water elemental does not enjoy this new combatant, and it is going to try and smack her down. And it's going to super miss. Wow. Okay. So they're having a little fail fight as I fight with myself over here. And then it is Ophelia's turn.
Water was just so surprised that somebody just tried to punch it.
Yeah. And did punch it twice, quite hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the woman who is here, like, punching the water and be like, what's going on?
The woman turns to you and says, "I can explain as soon as we deal with this. I'm Ouchus. I assume you're here for me."
Oh, yeah, you're the weird one that came in my weird dream. And I am going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
Say that.
On her.
No! No! Matador, you can't just punch things all the time. That's a 20. It's a dirty 20. So it takes a D8. If I can keep finding my dice without just throwing them something. Okay. So it's taking 5 points of necrotic damage.
Right, Chill Touch isn't cold.
Yeah, I know, which is it's such a weird name.
I had this picture in my head of the water freezing, and then it's just like, oh, necrotic damage. Oh.
Maybe
No, actually, yeah, wait. Actually, it's taking six necrotic damage. Sorry, I forget. I do 2d8 damage now.
Ooh.
What did you say before?
5. It's now 6.
Okay, cool. All right. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay, then we are back at the top with Adara.
All right, not to give everyone a crisis, but maybe ice is how water necroses. So, chew on that while I chew on the ocean. So I'm gonna bite it.
You're starting with a bite? I love it.
Why not? You can do actions in any order. That
is
a...
Yeah, mix it up. You always do it last.
That's a 16 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
All right. Please take 9 points of bite damage. And then I feel like I don't want to waste a maneuver on the ocean, because it seems like we're doing pretty well. But I don't need to. I'm not gonna try and menace the ocean. I feel like that might not work, so I'm just gonna take 2 regular swings at it.
Okay.
So that is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Please take 9 points of magic silver slashing damage.
Okay.
We're gonna try a different d6 that will maybe roll above a 3 for the last attack, which is a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
And 10 points of damage.
And how do you want to do this with the water elemental?
Oh man, I guess Adara just, comes up next to the new monk friend and is like, all right, we gotta take this thing out. Back up for a second. That just tears into the ocean. It doesn't even, there's no particular move. She just kind of busts straight through it, Kool-Aid Man style. And comes out the other side and the water just falls down.
Yes. Oh. As the water elemental just splashes down on all of you, Alcius 'cause, thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't here sooner. That was sent by Pelagios. I'm Alchis. Thank you for answering my call.
Yeah, hi.
Good to meet you. What seems to be the problem aside from territorial water elementals?
I'm sister of the Order of the Open Eye. My order once fought Pelagios. Uh, Pelagios is part of an order serving the god Poseidon. They came here to take our land. And, well, Pelagios has been underground, but he still sends she gestures at the ocean, says compatriots after us. I'm the only one of my order left. I'm the only one who survived the onslaught, and I know I cannot defeat Pelagius alone.
What can we do to help?
Well, come to Arima with me. You've made it through the Stone Sea, so clearly you are blessed and welcomed by the Stone Sea. We'll take you. I will introduce you to our head priestess and those of us who are Pytho, to get you permission to go down to the underground temple. And then we will find what is there.
Sorry, those of you that are what? Pythol?
Find what is there. Is there some sort of disturbance, magical artifact, something that's causing problems?
That's where Pelagios is staying.
Okay.
We serve the goddess Penopti, my sisters and I, and everyone on this island. But Poseidon worshippers, led by Pelagios, came here to mine and to steal this land from us. And, well, my high priestess attempted to negotiate, but was killed. And all of us tried to avenge her, but all of my sisters were turned to stone, save myself. And she points, she gestures to her face, and you see that her eyes are cloudy.
Oh.
I am legally obligated to insight check this quest giver.
Please do.
Can I do a history or religion check to see if the followers of Poseidon are known for doing this? Is this something that's out of the ordinary?
Okay. What'd you get, Adara?
9.
I mean, you've met so many Medusas at this point, like, you wouldn't know not to trust one.
Yeah, as a category, they're the only ones who haven't had a single, member of their group try and stab us in the back at some point. So, if there's one thing I trust, it's snake hair.
Would you rather me do history or religion for this role?
Religion.
That would be a 15.
Okay. You would know that Poseidon worshippers can be as, shall we say, abrasive and passionate as the sea itself.
I can't believe you
They're
dodged
assholes.
the word tempestuous.
That's a good one.
I went for asshole. Gwen went for tempestuous.
It's an ocean pun.
And once they set their mind on something, they generally don't back off. They will wear it down like water wears against a rock.
Ah, I see. Yes. I can see this entire situation playing out in my mind, and it's like, yeah, this is a problem.
And given what you know about, like, with the religion check before, and you remember there being a war of religion here on this island before it was shielded away, that would check out.
So I'm thinking just relatively. Ophelia probably knows who Poseidon is just based on the category of like the grandiose of his name. What do I know about what is it? The Sisterhood of the Eye? Is that what it's called?
Order of the Open Eye.
Yeah, what do I know about that?
Give me a religion check.
Oh, okay. Where's my good dice that have not screwed me up yet tonight? What's a 21?
Dang, you know an awful lot about them.
Yes.
So you know that they are a group of monks primarily, but also priestesses and priests that are all Medusas, and they serve the goddess Penopti.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to be relatively isolated, and they are they don't use weapons. They are they instead use their natural abilities, like turning things to stone and then sculpting them into art, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say you would also know that Penopti is a nature domain deity.
What kind of nature exactly? Do I know that?
She's a pretty minor deity, so you wouldn't I would say lawful, but you don't know what kind of lawful exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Standard lawful nature aligned deity.
Yes. Cartoon Network lawful nature.
Which most of the nature deities tend to be neutral, in my experience. But I say we go with her and we check this out.
Yeah, seems on the up and up.
Mm-hmm. Seems a little bit weird.
It's like
that
I
they'd
can
ask.
see this situation happening and it getting completely. It's like given the people involved, I can see how this would happen.
See, I was just gonna say that it seemed a little bit weird that they were asking outsiders to deal with their religious conflicts, especially since we're not like a part of the order. Like you're part of an order, but not like their order.
True, but if you really need help,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm the last of my order to survive. There are the townsfolk, of course, but I'm the last of the Open Eye.
And not all religions have rules against, contract work, so. Can we go to town and just, sit down for a little bit? I have the worst bruise. Just all over my back now.
Oh, of course.
Shai's just do you want to rest or do you want me to heal you?
I figure if we're going into town, might as well just, take 60 minutes or so to, sit down.
Just imagine the Dara
if I
with
concentrate
the
on
worst, the worst wet willy.
Oh no. If I concentrate on the bruise, I can will it away, but I have to sit down for a while and think about it.
Sorry.
And I was just says, come follow me. The water's a bit hard to walk through, but the sun feels beautiful along with the cool mist. And walking alongside her, you see the water is just clear blue. Up ahead, it's difficult to make out where the capital is because you see dozens of buildings made out of polished black stone on cliffs, and it leads to a crescent-shaped bay you are heading to. As you approach, you start to hear the sound of voices and like people calling to each other, and see Medusas out in small boats fishing. There are docks. You see thousands of them out. You also, Alchis looks and she says, "Oh yes, and over there is where we keep the gorgons. Um, and they're quite delicious. And make good strong armor if you know you're inclined to wear that. It's not really my thing."
I forgot that Gorgons were a separate being in D&D and was just
I
like,
did too.
"You
I was so
eat them?"
confused.
It's like for those of us that have found out through D&D that D&D is just like, hey, Medusas are one thing, Gorgons are like these bulls that have like metal hide that
Yep.
you have to
Yep.
kind of pierce through in order to kill them. So
Yeah.
having them as herd animals seems rather unusual, but
Yeah,
I imagine they make interesting eating.
Yeah, I'm very into trying Gorgon meat.
Would that
Um,
not just be just like chewing a tin can?
Only one way to find out. I mean,
Well,
they
I'm
might not
wondering
be.
if the flesh on the inside is
Yeah, you know, maybe it's like
more tender or less.
foil wrapped potato. It's nice and like fluffy on the inside.
Yeah, but you don't eat the foil.
Oh my god!
Well, yeah.
I wonder. No. I wonder if they like cook it whole and then like crack it.
So it's a bit
Crack
like a
open.
baked potato.
Oh my god.
Crack open a
Yes.
bowl with the boys.
Please, I need to eat Gorgon.
And getting closer, you see that the gorgons all have kerchiefs around their muzzles. And you can see the kerchiefs are there's some of them are stone encrusted.
In any
What's going
particular
on?
like pattern or
In the patterns that like two holes as if they were breathing out.
What's going on with your big bowls? It seems like they're getting a little bit of a I don't know, I don't think a runny nose would be the right term. What's going on with that?
But oh, the kerchiefs. Yes. Well, what most Medusas can do with their eyes, they can do with their breath. So we do that and to, you know, prevent disaster if anything gets startled.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm noticing a lot of Medusas in town. Do we need to be like or do you guys have precautions for visitors or
You see pretty much all of them are wearing sunglasses.
all right.
And she says the biggest problem you have to worry about is honestly, you know, we hardly get outsiders. We've been sealed away for well, several hundred years. So it's been a while. So they might be surprised, but we don't want to turn each other to stone any more than we would want to turn an outsider to stone. So we take precautions for that.
Cool.
I mean, we pretty much stand out in nearly every community, so that's not exactly new.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
About that Gorgon meat question mark though?
Oh, let's go to the market. And she takes you right over to a market where you see lots of things for sale, and one of those there is a Gorgon meat like on skewers and Gorgon meat gyros thing, and just smell that. Delicious, isn't it?
Would like to try a hero.
Just absolutely. Xania makes the best ones.
I'm going straight for
And-
meat skewer.
Xania smiles at you. She goes, first looks confused, but sees you're with Alchis and goes, "Oh, the new one's arrived. Well, free of charge for heroes.
Heroes for heroes. Yaha.
And hands a big Gorgon kebab to Adara and a hero with basically everything on it to Shy. Ophelia,
Can I
would
have-
you like
Thank you
anything?
kindly.
Can I have a bite of that, Adara? I don't want to order like it's a lot of food.
Yeah, here.
Yay.
How is it? How's Gorgon taste?
How is it?
You tell me.
I taste like very
Like the Gorgon. It looks like a big cow.
I was gonna say, it probably tastes like a very big muscly steak. I'm assuming that's probably what it tastes like.
Yeah, I imagine it's like a little gamier than like lamb would be. Probably a bit more like steak. But
Yeah.
It tastes a little bit like metal, like a little irony.
a little
believe that.
irony. Yeah, yeah. And I bet they put spices on it as well. So it's like
Mhm.
spicy irony, but still very delicious.
All right,
Like a
so we've
copper
decided
penny, but good.
Gorgon tastes like bad steak. That's what I'm hearing.
I believe that.
I'm gonna turn to what's her name, the one who was doing the food?
Sania.
Zania, and go, you mentioned us being the new ones. Have there been others that have come through trying to help the order?
Oh, no. But Ouches has been trying to get folks here for years. They keep getting lost. You're the first ones who have made it.
Oh, is it like the fog?
Yes.
We
Or
did
the water
almost
elementals.
Yeah.
we did almost get turned around. And the water elemental was a surprise there at the end.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I did almost turn around. It was very weird.
I mean, it's helpful when you're trying to keep folks away.
Yeah,
And
but
Al just says, not as helpful when you're asking for help, though.
I was gonna say, yeah, it doesn't seem like it would help a lot for like tourism and stuff like that.
Is the fog your collective doing?
Al just leans over and just says, we pray to Panopti to save us or bless us after we fought off Poseidon's clerics, and she blessed us with the fog
Got it.
to keep us from further ambushes.
Ah, that makes sense.
So we've learned to do without tourism. We make our own fun. Both of my parents were masons. You might have seen the natural stone. Well, I went into the order instead of the family business.
Yeah, you gotta, live your dream and stuff, so
Yeah, diversify.
yeah, good for you. I'd like to sit down for a bit before we begin the next step of the process.
Oh,
I would-
absolutely. There's some beautiful sculpture. I'll take you over to experience it.
oh, yes, please.
Weird way to phrase it.
It-
Okay.
It's like learning art and culture. Yes.
Yeah,
And rolling a hit die as well.
What does she
I was
mean?
gonna say-
Experience sculpture. You just look at it, right?
It's an experience, Adara.
Well, if it's an
Okay.
experience, perhaps these have elements of touching, like texture.
She kind of turns around, overhearing you, and says, well, I've never really been able to look at it, but I have heard that that's nice.
Ah, that's fair.
And continues walking. And takes you to a beautiful sculpture garden where they're all made out of this black sea stone, and they're elaborate chairs. Some of them are carved into the shapes of beautiful Medusas, some bearing gifts, some of them in the shapes of fish or wild animals. And one of them looks like a warrior in a pose of like punching things.
Huh.
And she goes and places her hand on the warrior's shoulder and says, this one's my favorite.
Did the people from your order make all these?
Oh, well, my family made the chair over there, but not just my order, although they were a wonderful group. Um, every well, a lot of us here enjoy masonry. It's pretty much if you're not in the order, you're going to be a fisher or a mason. Some people make houses, some people make statuary.
Huh.
And some of us serve the goddess.
They are really pretty.
This is a good favorite statue for you to have. It's got
Why
your
is-
energy.
Why is that one your favorite?
Well, this one is what I imagine Panopti would do if she came down to visit us. He's
Solid
strong.
protector.
And she touches the Medusa's arm, and you can see this, the light shines on the strong bicep.
Strunk.
Drunk. A very strong protector.
It's a really cool sculpture.
Yeah, more deities should just start coming down to Earth or whatever,
wherever
we are. Faerun and
Rima, you're
and start throwing hands, make life more interesting.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it'd be more fun too, because then you could, if your deities came down, then you could like start to correct all the sculptures and all the paintings that are of you, but they like look wrong.
I thought you were gonna say correct the deities, and I was like, I don't know if they would take that well.
No, I mean like correct the statues so that like if Poseidon doesn't have a beard and everyone's sculpting him with a beard, you can be like, no, I
And-
shave.
And then there's Shy going, well, personally, I wouldn't mind if my deity were to visit Earth, but there are some which I think might give in to the temptation to meddle a bit too much.
Fair enough. There's a lot of deities that just like to futz around with stuff, I think.
Well, we probably won't actually have to deal with that a whole lot in our lifetimes, so kind of a moot point, I guess.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing!
As you are talking, and you can be short resting while you're doing this too.
Yay!
Thanks.
An older Medusa approaches you with a furious expression on her face.
Oh, hello.
She says, ouches. Who are these people? And looks at you. Just they've come to help. She looks you over and says, so you've come to help.
Yes.
Got a problem with that?
We tend to do this a lot, actually.
Yes, I like helping. It's very fun.
Yeah, we're super helpful.
Etara.
Look, I appreciate that you're helpful and do this a lot, but my predecessors in Orithia, blessed be her name, was killed by Pelagios. The entire expansion we'd been doing below the surface, I've shut it down. I don't want anyone going down there. It's been all I can do for the last hundreds of years to help out the refugees up here. Everyone barely escaped the temple. I've closed it off. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry you came all this way, but I can't let you down there.
Think on it this way. It won't hurt the community to let us try.
Give me a persuasion check.
It could help. Oh god, persuasion.
I believe.
I was gonna say, if you want,
Anyone want to help me with this, please?
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say, I can help you if you want. I get a +4 to this. I am very willing to help.
Well,
with this.
no, I meant give me advantage since Shy was the one doing the persuading.
Yeah, Shy's
unfortunately.
I still have to roll though to like get above a 10
No.
to help you. Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
I'll help
That's
you on that, I'll do
Pathfinder.
that. Oh, that is
Empowered by
Pathfinder.
the apocalypse.
Okay, I got a 13. Not too bad for Shy.
Lucky number.
Says, look,
The lucky something.
says, I'm sorry. I'm sure you came a long way, and I'm sure you're very skilled at what you do. Ouch is just says, please, they did come all this way. I promise they won't break anything. They won't break anything down there.
I will make sure Adara doesn't break anything.
Really?
Adara stops glaring at her and glares at Shy for a little bit and then turns back.
It's like, Adara, how many dungeons have we delved into? And how many times have I told you not to touch something?
I'm just saying, if it's in the way, I'm gonna move it.
I'm gonna interject.
It's
a
like,
little
check with me first before moving it.
bit. Ophelia's like, I'm gonna talk before one of you sticks your foot in your mouth.
Before.
It's like, please do, because this is how they are, and they could just, like, take this entire thing with being not charismatic at all.
I've written this
Again.
conversation off. We're just breaking in tonight.
Again, this is Ophelia being the middle style between these two. Literally. So I'm gonna speak up and say, yeah, I actually got summoned in a dream to come and help, so I think it'd be kind of irresponsible for many reasons for me to just like up and leave, especially if I got specifically summoned here. I used to work in religion, if that makes you feel any better.
The phrase "I used to work in religion."
Work in religion?
And Shy's just like, used to work in religion, actually works in religion.
Yeah, but like I used to work in religion, and I'm very used to very, very old buildings. I like
Ophelia,
old
give me a
buildings.
persuasion check, please.
Okay. Does it make you feel better if I used to? And she does. I got a 19, baby.
Okay.
Gotta love that +4.
Pytho glares at Alchis for a second, and you sense her gaze like going up and down each of you, and then smiles at Ophelia. She says, fine. Just don't let those three break anything. You might find this useful down there. The command word is Hemorrhagia, and she hands you a wand. Says, if you can help my group down there, I would appreciate it.
Just so I don't like fire anything off or break anything. What does the wand do?
It should bring them back to themselves. They're currently petrified.
Just like
It's a
We're
wand
talking-
of greater restoration, but it's basically a
gonna say-
wand of like stone to flesh.
I was gonna say, because we have a scroll of that, I think. So like,
Good,
okay,
good.
that helps.
I think you gave that to Basilon. Or Basilon has a wand of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I have. What do I have? I think I have I have something with it. I'll have to.
Give me
Look
one
for it.
second, y'all. I gotta turn this fan around.
I feel like in the meantime, Shy and Adara are just like quietly muttering to each other, like, "You always say that
Yeah.
I break shit, but I never break shit unless we actually need
Okay.
it to be broken." Is all I'm saying.
Before anything, Ophelia's gonna turn and be like, okay, last time I left you two alone, I talked to a church, and I heard an explosion, and then you were gone.
It was an important diversion. It created smoke so we could get out safely. We were unharmed, and so was the thing we went to get.
And,
Are you
and
saying
Shy-
this in front of Pytho?
I'm like trying to tell them to shut up.
I think Adara, at this point, to fill air a little bit, I was saying that Adara and Shy have probably started like quiet whisper arguing to each other.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like, and Shy's just like, this job we've been specifically requested not to break anything. Most of the time when we're doing stuff on our own, there are no specific orders, aside from my request that you not touch something, or bite something, or lick
Look.
something that could be important.
When you request it, it's a friend talking to a friend, and I take that into an appropriate amount of consideration, but it's different when somebody's like paying me to not break shit, you know?
We are being paid to not break shit.
Exactly.
There we go.
So this time, I'm gonna, listen. Not that I don't listen to you. I listen to you.
So
I just don't follow through.
all of those times when I ask you to follow through, if I had been paying you, you would have paid attention to me.
I mean...
Ophelia's just sitting there like, oh my god. Oh,
I paid attention.
God.
Al just kind of leans into Ophelia and goes, are they always like this?
Yeah, they're best friends, so they kind of... I don't have any siblings, but I've heard that they fight like sisters. Which...
I was an only child too, but I had many sisters in the order, but well, we mostly got along.
Yeah, it's weird. I've heard that they fight related sisters, not religious sisters, but yeah, no, I have heard a lot that they remind me of two siblings.
Idara, with her 19 passive perception, just turns around halfway through this and is like, "We love each other very much," and just turns back and keeps talking to Shy.
and there's Shy being really confused, and it's just like, what exactly, Idara? It's like, first we're friends, now what are you talking about?
All right,
Altus just looks at Patho and says, "Ma'am, I guarantee that they won't break anything." And then gives her a thumbs up. And Patho just goes, "Ugh. If you die down there, I'm not coming after you, and I'm not sending anybody for your bodies." Walks away.
Cool, can't die.
Yeah, but I wonder if Shy at this point is just like, Idara, I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't feel that way about you.
No, all right, so hang on.
I thought you knew about,
No, I know, all right. So you two go ahead. I need to explain the concept of platonic love to my friend.
Ophelia is just like, I don't get paid enough.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a sibling or like a really dear pet,
Yeah, but it's like, Idara, sometimes you need to explain what you mean by words, because it's like, I thought we were just acquaintances for the longest time, and then you said we were friends.
Yeah.
And now you're saying you love me. But you need to explain more.
Yeah, I'm explaining now.
Idara's like, Shy, I love you like my dog.
Yeah. I love you less than my dog, but you are in the same, general bracket. Does that help?
Same tier.
I feel much better now, I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel slightly insulted that you don't like me more than your dog, but I understand.
Mean, have you seen him?
Yeah, but you've had the dog less than you've known Shy.
It's true, but I'm only a mother to one of you. I assume this conversation is happening while we go somewhere.
Yeah.
Crouton's like, no gods, no masters, no mothers. Ah.
Crouton just having a time at the doggy daycare.
Oh my god.
Yep. Crouton's like, they give me everything I want, especially snacks. Only Shy gives me snacks.
So, Altus leads you to the entrance of an underground tunnel. She says, well, you wouldn't know unless she told you, but Patho's quite the engineer. She set up this whole mine down here. But, it's been closed off. I can guide you if you want.
What kind of mine is it?
Mostly stone.
Did this used to be like a big mining, a large mining area, like a lot of exports of stone and stuff?
So it's like a quarry, or is it a specific kind of stone that's particular to this area?
It's sea stone, I believe. I never really spent much time down here, honestly. I was mostly, serving Panopty through feats of martial strength.
All right. I mean,
but
yeah.
I have been down there the one time, so I could guide you if you'd like.
Yeah, that seems like a good move if you know where we're supposed to be going and are willing to go.
Yeah, as long as that's like safe, I'd be happy to have you guide us.
Well, Pelagios has been down there for centuries, so I'm not sure it was safe. Let's find out.
Yeah, good attitude.
Okay. But if you feel at all unsafe, you can just hide behind us. We
Yep.
don't mind.
Yes.
I wouldn't
Like-
be serving my goddess very well if that was what I did in the face of danger.
She is
You know,
very good
that's-
at punching things.
Have to admit, you are very good at punching things.
Hard to punch from the back row.
Miles says, "Thank you." She takes you downward, and the floor below an open archway cuts at a sharp angle, offering a smooth descent into the underground. Ancient reliefs are carved on all sides, detailing how the Medusas were gifted their ability to turn others to stone. A many-eyed goddess is depicted trading 2 of her eyes to a trusted supplicant, bidding her to sculpt the world in the goddess's name. The supplicant offers her blessed sight to her daughter, and thus it carries from one generation to the next. After a long, wide ramp down, you find the corridor turns, and it's well lit here with magical sconces. It leads to a large map carved in the wall. There are directions on the map written in Terran.
Shy, your time has come.
I was gonna say, what language?
Primordial / Terran.
Earth primordial.
Yeah. Alchis can also translate them by touch.
I mean, I feel like by default, we see weird runes on the wall, and you see, like, Idara and Ophelia just, like, turn and look at Shy.
I was gonna
Yep.
say, I also have comprehend languages.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's
It's like-
probably
So-
got this. This seems esoteric.
You said primordial? Yeah, Shy's already like up close and reading everything.
So it depicts it looks like about a 3-hour journey. And you see the path splits ahead as you read this mine. It diverges. There are 2 paths to the temple, one going further through the mines and one going through a residential district.
Okay.
It looks like they both take about 3 hours.
So, do we think the people that are trapped and petrified would be in the residential district or in the mine? I'm thinking the residential district.
Oh no, they're all in the temple. We made it to the temple. It's a temple to Poseidon. We didn't know it was there.
Huh.
So, which
The
ways-
miners were living in the residential district. So it does like a loop-de-doop.
Oh, okay. So the people we're looking for are past the part where the path forks and then rejoins.
Yeah,
Cool.
it
Ooh.
does a chess map with hands.
Um, which way did your group travel when you found the people in the mines in the temple?
Well, we went both ways actually to prevent becoming unaware. We knew we couldn't ambush them. They were already in the temple, but we thought we could take a 2-pronged approach. They both take about 3 hours.
Is there a... I mean, I guess we could take a 2-pronged approach if there's a particular reason we need to be doing a sweep, but that generally seems like a way to kind of ensure that we run into trouble with only half our resources.
Yeah, like what's... I mean, I personally want to see both aspects of it, but I also understand what you're saying.
Well, we could take a two-pronged approach if you'd like. We'll meet up at the same place, but honestly, it seems like, well, I don't know what's gone on since I was here last, but one is a mine and the other's abandoned houses. It's really just what you'd rather look at.
Yeah. If anyone's got an opinion, I'll hear it. Otherwise, abandoned houses sound more interesting.
I mean, this is hard because I want to see them both. I want to see how people live underground, but I also want to see what they used to like mine.
I mean, we gotta come back up somehow, so we can just take the other one on the way back.
Yep,
That's fair.
That's what I was going to point out. We could do both.
And do both.
What Halo knows
Just as, like, all of the encounters I prepared will come up.
Yes!
Alright, but team abandoned houses first? It sounds more interesting than some rocks.
I don't have a particular urge to go either way, so I'm up for houses.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. As long as we hit the other one. I want to see the other stuff, too.
Sick.
All right. So heading off to the right, homes emerge from the stone walls as if they were mined from within rather than constructed. Intricate eyes highlight every doorway like guardians, their irises embedded with colorful glass. Broken doors and tools warn of an excavation in haste. Or evacuation in haste, my bad. And the magical light swiftly dwindles. Past the first 3 lines of houses, a malignant darkness cuts off the rest of the district from view.
That's not normal.
Like a magical darkness?
A magical darkness.
Does this mean the lights in my horns do not penetrate through it?
They do not.
I was gonna say, I have produced flames, so we could... I feel like that would technically go through it, wouldn't it?
Well, if Shy's dancing lights aren't...
But I
going
would
to
say
do
your horns
anything-
still work because they're dancing lights. So yes,
Yeah.
that will still work.
Okay.
It would snuff out non-magical light, but magical light is okay.
Hmm.
All right. Should I just be like, okay, you might want to stick close because the dancing lights don't cast that much light, but we'll at least be able to see right ahead of us.
Oh, that's nice at least. I don't want to trip.
Like, however,
And-
there is someone here that probably isn't affected by it.
Say, into the darkness.
I mean, we all have dark vision, but like...
It's magical darkness, though.
But
It's a
magical
different-
darkness.
Darkness,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't see in that.
Yeah, it's a different...
Unless you
just
have devil's sight.
Whoa, not
Which
yet.
Vittoria
Maybe
apparently
someday.
will have soon.
Ho 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 ho.
So you continue on, and you can see a little bit ahead of you. You do see a dark gap ahead, and I would like everyone to give me a dex saving throw. But I will say that anyone hugging Shy can I was gonna say not have disadvantage.
Like
Because you're not
literally
in the
hugging
dark.
Shy.
But it's like, does this mean Shy has disadvantage though, since people are hugging onto her?
No, you can see.
Okay,
I just meant
alright.
like to see what you're trying to avoid.
Hmm. So,
All right.
can everyone be clumped up? Because Shy did recommend that, and we're all, generally sensible beings, so kind of assume that we're all near
Generally.
her.
You know what? I will say actually, what you see through Shy's light, it doesn't dispel the darkness, but you can see through bits of it. And what you see is a large well where all of the part that stood up has been removed. And what you see ahead of you is black, slick stone surrounding the well.
Huh.
Oh, well, that's...
So you only have to make the dex save if you get close to take a look at that well. Because you
Okay,
have Shy's light.
I think should I be like, all right, maybe I should investigate alone?
How close can we get to it before it starts getting slippery?
Let's say, it gets slippery about 10 feet out.
Perfect. I'm gonna take
It's
out
30
my...
feet around.
All right, I'm gonna take out my immovable rod, and I'm going to extend it so it is 10 feet long. And
Okay.
hold it by one end, and hold the other end directly over the, as far, or like directly in the direction of like the center of the well, and activate it. And
Actually,
be like, hang on to that.
doesn't Shy have that anchor that she could just like hook onto the immovable rod?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Shy will just hook the anchor onto the immovable rod and just go, all right, I'm just gonna go take a look. And
Spelunking
then...
teamwork.
Yep.
Is
This
the
is-
anchor from DW's adventure?
Yes.
I definitely think this is like a maneuver that they have done before also.
When they
This
were
is-
testing the capabilities of the anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. The anchor of Aegis. Yes. To tether them to the anchor with a spectral rope. Yes,
Can you
have
repeat
that.
the full thing since we claim that there's no continuity for this show?
Yes. As a reaction, the wearer can point to a willing ally within a 30-foot range and tether them to the anchor with a spectral rope. The rope is semi-corporeal and has no physical presence apart from anchoring the ally to the cleric. If the tethered ally is forcefully moved, they cannot be moved anywhere beyond a 30-foot radius from the cleric. If the force moving the ally is 500 pounds or more, both the cleric and ally are moved at half distance. It can be disconnected as a free action if the ally or cleric no longer will it to exist.
All
And it
right.
can only tether one target at a time.
And it's now targeting
So-
the rod.
Well, actually, Shy would probably just target Adara with it. It's just
Yeah.
like, here you go,
Yeah,
anchor.
it can target an ally, not an item.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I will hang on to the immovable rod. So if something tries to yank me off
So-
my feet real quick, I have...
Okay.
More anchor
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Okay.
And I will take a look over the edge. And so if I fall, I won't fall more than probably 15 feet.
Gotta hope.
So, are you like jumping down there or just taking a look?
I'm just taking a look, but it's just like, if I fall, I'm tethered.
Give me a dex save.
Okay. Oh, that is a natural 20 for a 24.
Oh.
So, you do not fall, but you do get a very good look down that well. And you see it's about a 30-foot drop with about 10 feet of water at the bottom. So, kind of perfect for drowning people.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just gonna want to avoid this. I don't think there's anything down there that we need.
What is it? What's in there?
Mostly like 10 feet of water. It's like but it's got a large enough of a drop that if you drop down in there, you'll have a really hard time climbing out.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that sounds a lot less fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's terrible. That's what the folks who used to live down here, that's where they got their water from. And now it's a trap?
Yeah, does this seem, intentionally made this way?
Well, this wasn't how it was before.
It looks like the stones that were to prevent people from falling in have been removed.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it looks like it's now a trap.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little tempted to find out if anyone with anything interesting on their person has fallen down the well.
Adara,
Or you shouldn't do that.
We don't have to do it, I'm just throwing it out there.
All I'm saying is that that's both grave robbing and that'd be very annoying trying to get back out of that pit.
It's not
It-
grave
it'd-
robbing,
it'd
they
take-
weren't there
it-
on purpose.
it
did
would
not-
take a lot of time for probably very minimal gain.
This is a fair point, but to be clear, it's not grave robbing if they died unintentionally. Grave robbing is when they decide they want to be buried with something and you take it away from them.
Is that a classification? I don't think it matters that much.
It's important to me.
Me looking up the official definition of grave robbing.
What does Wikipedia say?
Wikipedia says grave robbery is the act of
It's like-
uncovering a grave, tomb, or crypt to steal commodities. It is usually perpetrated to take in profit valuable artifacts or personal property.
Exactly.
So yes, it is. It does have to be
It is
intentional
not.
burying.
Yeah, it is not a grave, crypt, or tomb. Loophole
I mean, it's
achieved.
it's technically a grave. It's just not an officially sanctioned one.
No, loophole achieved. My cleric will allow it.
You know, technically Adara is right. So
Ah, you're
Are
giving
you
in
gonna
to her
climb
again.
down the well, Adara?
I mean,
I
it
still
seems.
say that it would take too much time, especially as there's no sign that there's anyone actually down there.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's fair. I floated the idea and nobody else seemed on board, and, like, I can't be bothered to make everyone stop, because if Shy didn't even see something, like, kind of shiny down there, I'm not gonna just spend 30 minutes spelunking, so we can keep going.
I'm gonna say, Shy, don't give in to her.
No, but technically she was correct.
Thank you.
Technicality is not a good way to proceed.
That's how I do most of my arguments.
It's like Shy's like, if you convince me that you have a point, then I feel inclined to be on your side. And Adara knows this.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, you continue walking.
We leave the
True.
obvious death trap alone.
You continue walking through the darkness. And after about an hour, Shy, you bump against a heavy crate. The smell of fish and spices carrying forth from the contents within.
Except this place has been sealed up for years, right?
Centuries.
Why do I smell fish and spices? Wouldn't they be rotting by now?
I mean,
Well,
what if they're preserved?
Or that many years? That seems unlikely.
I mean, pickled fish was something that people make.
Yeah, but pickles, like, smell specific.
I'm not gonna get into the
But-
history of sushi, but that's how sushi started.
That makes Shy a bit curious, though.
if you crack it open, you see a bunch of pickled and kind of like fermented fish in there.
How do they make pickled fish that doesn't smell like vinegar?
I'm gonna say it's that intentionally rotted shark that
I was gonna
lasts
s-
forever.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I was
when you
gonna say
pick-
maybe smoked.
Yeah, depending on how you pickle stuff, you don't always have to add vinegar because sometimes it just naturally ferments.
Just please tell me that there's no lutefisk.
I mean, there is now. Pickled and lye serves with lots of butter.
I was gonna say, I can just imagine in the back of the cabinet, there's like a jar of gefilte fish no one has opened, and it's just sitting there.
Oh no.
There's about 5 days rations worth of fish in here if you want it.
Huh.
You know,
I would like some
Maybe
dried
we could-
fish.
You see Dante and feel Dante going like,
yeah, Dante wants the fish. Okay, all
I
right.
was gonna say, you could always feed it to Dante, and I'm sure Kutan would love some fish.
You two are weirdly okay with this cave fish.
I mean, people live down here.
Yeah, hundreds of years ago?
It's like
Yeah,
we'll check and see if it's safe. I will check it for poison.
I was
Alright.
gonna say, I mean, like, pickled things last forever, as long as they're pickled correctly.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you're putting a lot of faith in these people to have pickled something correctly.
I mean, it's kinda hard to screw up pickles.
But also, if Dante will not eat it, generally that's a good indication that it's not good.
I don't know, he's kind of picky.
I can't pronounce this because I think it's Swedish, but someone said surströmming. That
yeah,
other...
that's that rotted shark, right?
I think so,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. Aren't you glad you're here on Friday with us, listening to us talk about pickled fish and platonic love and
The
stuff
most
like that,
important things.
and the definitions of grave robbing?
And it's an educational show.
Yeah.
The
You've
more
learned
you
at least 3
know.
things. More if you read chat.
Yeah, so we'll take some of the better specimens of the pickled fish and maybe some of the spices.
Cool. All right. You continue on in the darkness. And, well, in a little bit of Shai's light. And then something crackles beneath your feet. The sharp scent of ozone cutting through the air. And everyone give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Hey, when people describe the smell of ozone, what is that supposed to smell like?
Magic.
Like, I'm like, is it
I have the
supposed
same
to smell like
question.
the ocean?
Um,
What does ozone smell like?
It's like if you've ever been around when like a lot of electricity is in the air, there is a smell that accompanies it. And that's what they mean by ozone.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever smelled that before.
I have.
I can tell.
It's like, I live in a storm.
I am the oncoming storm.
How'd everybody do?
Midwest storms, man. I mean, sometimes.
15.
Okay.
And it was
Dara,
sticks.
you and I'll just nimbly dodge out of the way.
Ah,
Shy?
17.
Okay. Ophelia?
Okay, so I have a +3. I rolled a 2, and I was like, I have that thing where I can add a d10. It'll go fine. So I rolled my d10, and I got a 3. So altogether, I got an 8.
Okay. So, Ophelia, all of your friends dodge out of the way nimbly, leaving you alone on the explosive glyph as lightning riddles your body and you take 13 damage.
Nice. Thank y'all.
Itara at least has the decency to be like, oh fuck, after that happens.
Oh, shit.
Oops.
Is there more? Like,
I don't know. But I imagine with this all dodging out of the way that perhaps people have gotten a little farther away from Shy than they intended.
Yeah.
And silence falls.
That was very well timed with the music. Alright. I would like to, if nothing else seems to be happening, regroup with Shy a bit and then look around for more traps.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Do I still get my usual advantage because I'm close enough to Shy, or is it a straight roll because I have to look beyond Shy?
You would have to look beyond Shy.
Alright.
Let's say Shy, your horns only light up a small area.
Yeah, it is fairly small area, enough for us to see to step forward, but not much beyond that.
I don't need your help. 27.
Jeez.
So, way down at the end of the hall, you can just make out a mess of shattered glass right where this hallway would converge back to the other one.
Like on the ground, or is it like a broken window sort of situation?
On the ground, it looks almost like someone intentionally placed big hunks of shattered glass there.
Alright. Heads up, there's shattered glass on the floor up ahead. Ophelia, you okay?
I mean, I'm not great.
Do you need some healing?
I mean, I'd appreciate it, but if you don't have the spell, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
gonna bother you about that.
It's It's fine. I discovered something about this necklace of beads that I have, and she just pops one of the beads and casts Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Nice.
How much healing does that do?
Okay. You have 13 points of healing.
Yay, that's exactly how much I took. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I definitely am still smelling boning, but I don't feel it anymore. Which is good.
You're no longer like crackly and giving off sparks as you walk.
Yeah, I'm like one of those like cats after they get electrocuted in a cartoon where they just look like a big black puffball with just the eyes sticking out.
know?
Yep.
Like, Ophelia, your hair is sticking in every direction except down.
Well, yeah. I guess it is.
Festive. Alright, so there's glass up ahead, but otherwise it seems clear. Like, I didn't notice anything else about the glass, right? Okay,
Nope.
well, watch your step collectively, group. Anyone
I
have
was
like
gonna-
a broom?
I was gonna say, is there any place that the glass would have come from? Like a window or something?
Does it look like it was recently placed, or that something may have broken?
It looks like it was placed there on purpose.
It
I
look,
was
yeah,
gonna
it looks
say.
intentionally
Recent-
placed. Unclear how old it
recently?
is. I'll approach the glass. Is it like dusty?
It's a little dusty.
Dust.
Not super new, but intentional.
Gonna take out my mage hand, just like put it on the ground and just sweep like a
Okay.
Zamboni, like a pusher. Yep. It's like push it out of the way. Well,
And after scooping that out and your 3-hour walk, you arrive, the paths have re-merged. And you see the excavated temple standing before you. And you can tell that it was once mighty. Columns of white marble stone stand in sharp contrast to the black stones surrounding it. Veins of silver splitting through the polished surface like bolts of lightning. Very familiar to Ophelia. Yet columns have collapsed upon themselves, devoured by a volcanic breach. Only a narrow gap between them allows passage forward.
Okay, so I'm guessing single file.
Yeah, do you want to go first or do you want me to? You've got the light, I've got the health.
the beef.
Maybe I go. Well, yeah, I think I should probably go first. My light isn't enough to be going past you if you go first.
Yeah.
The gap is 5 feet high and lasts for about 10 and goes for 10 feet.
All right.
Okay.
Yay! I
Before you-
barely have to crouch. Yay!
Idara with her horns is just like, fuck, shit. Okay. Maybe it'll be easier if I just crawl. This sucks.
I'm like,
Shy has to bend down a little, but not that much.
yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is Idara gonna limbo this? Is she gonna crawl on all fours? Is she just
I
gonna
think-
do that crouch walk thing?
I think she's gonna do a very impressive forward crouch walk, but she's mad about it. She enters doorways by tilting her head back, and like has a moment where she's like, I can't do that here.
So before you head in, Alchis gathers you around. Just no. Please, the last battle with Pelagius was terrible. There dozens of my sisters inside, and they look like statues, but they're still alive in there. So please don't destroy them. It would be like killing them. And well, you might have guessed that as he can summon water elementals and he serves Poseidon, Pelagius isn't exactly a man. They call him the avatar of the storm. And he's kind of a really big water elemental.
Oh.
Okay. So perhaps we should have someone breaking breaking the stone on everyone and getting them out of the way, possibly.
Yeah, before he starts trying to take them out, I guess, as, I don't know, not collateral threat.
I don't know. Do you think they would safer for the fight as stone, or should we start decursing them before or during the battle to get them out of the way?
I worry a little bit that somebody decursing them might draw attention. I think it depends on how they're distributed in the room. If they're kind of out of the way, we can just keep the fight out of the way from them. But if they're like up close to him, we're gonna need to get the ones nearby to leave of their own power.
Follow your lead.
Hey.
Just before we go in there, how did you and your sisters take care of Pelagius last time?
Well, we lost.
I mean, you clearly had to put up a fight, so what did you do to put up a fight first?
Well, we went down there and we tried to punch him, and my sisters tried to petrify him, and he used his powers to reflect using the altar in there. There's water in there, and he used the powers to reflect all of their petrifying gazes back on them.
He made himself a giant mirror, essentially, is what I'm hearing.
While you're talking, I'm
annoying.
gonna switch cloaks again, because I just realized that I have a ring that does the exact same thing that this cloak does, that I'm already wearing. So, I'm just gonna... Hang on, give me a sec. Start digging around in my backpack for my cloak.
A little
protection
manta
again.
ray. Little
You're
manta
very
ray
fashionable, aren't you?
Yeah, thanks.
I love
Hey.
the little manta ray eye stalks, though. They're so cute on the hood.
They are fun. It's a bit superfluous right now, though, and I feel like, you know, you want to look cute, but also want to, like, dress smart for whatever activity you're doing.
Like,
You can't fight crime if you ain't cute.
It's true.
it's like, Ophelia, you've got that wand, right?
Yes. And then, like, fishes around and pulls it out of, like, her corset.
How about...
There is a pool of water in there. That's where the altar is.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Dara, how do you feel
Yeah.
like being really distracting?
Hell yeah. Also, I just realized, I take back what I said. I'm wearing the manta ray cloak because I am not attuned to the other cloak, so I wasn't wearing it in the first place.
I lied!
Good talk, everyone. I looked at the other ring on my hand and was like, shit, that does what the other cloak does. I don't need a cloak, but a cloak looks badass, so I'm gonna wear it anyway.
You're gonna wear the little floppy manta ray eye stalks in the battle?
Yeah. Idara's hood situation looks very goofy. It's kind of just sitting a little bit between her horns.
It's like,
It's like a mohawk.
I think, Idara, you and, I think Ophelia should try and concentrate on decursing the people if they're at all in the way. If not, Ophelia, you're free to join the battle, but if they're in the way, I would really appreciate it if you let us do the distracting and you try and get as many people out of there as you can.
I mean, yeah. Sure. I am just gonna do this just to, like, get myself ready and be like, oh yeah, before I go in there, I should probably do this, shouldn't I? And I'm just gonna, like, cast Armor of Agathis upon myself.
Good call.
Just so if I get smacked, I don't immediately get dead. You know.
Hey, Shy, do water elementals have a swim speed? They don't count as a beast. Never mind. We don't need this trident.
I mean,
So
they
I'm just-
might have a swim speed.
I've now started the process of digging through my backpack, so I'm just, like, checking everything, but I'm ready to go whenever.
They're like, when did I put the sandwich in here?
This is how old... Wait. Going through things like, this sandwich is just peanut butter and marshmallow fluff? Is this one for Ophelia and I just forgot to give it to her? She doesn't need to know.
Just, like, takes a bite, shoves it back in.
It tastes like cavities. Why does she like this?
Hello, everybody.
So, crawling through this tunnel, it opens into a massive cavern laden with crystal that shimmers like glass. In the center of the cavern is a pool. And it's lit in here, and you see reflections shining off of the pool. Surrounding the crystal are statues of Medusas in various frozen, horrified expressions. Some on the attack, some just like they're about to punch, some trying to run away. Looking ahead as you crawl out, you can see deep below the reflective water an altar. You see no one here, but you hear echoing throughout the chamber. Why? Why do you not answer? Am I not yours? Have I not served faithfully? These gifts wait for you as proof of my service, but with each passing day, I'm tempted to shatter them. And I think it's time for a break.
Oh no.
Oh.
We'll be back in 5. Stick around, grab a drink, grab a snack. Do not eat your dice. And we will return with more Threeflings.
See you soon for whatever this is.
Welcome back. We are playing A Storm of Wishes by D.E. Schwadron, and the Threefs have just quietly entered a temple of Poseidon with their new friend Alcius.
Who's just real mad that Poseidon hasn't accepted his gifts.
Yeah, you don't see anybody in here, but you do hear that angry muttering.
We also know he's a water elemental, so is it coming from, like, the middle of the room where the flooded part is?
Oh my gosh, it sure is.
Wow.
Wow, who would have guessed?
And it seems like the people who are statues are generally around the outskirts of the room, or...
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So,
Ophelia, use your discretion, but,
I mean, if you want me to start undoing it, I can start undoing it. It's up to you.
yeah, I say do what you can.
yeah.
Okay.
I think at the very least, Adara and I can make pretty good distractions.
Yep.
I mean,
Speaking
yeah,
of...
that's fair.
What did he just say? He was just like, you won't accept my gifts! Right?
Yes, these gifts wait for you every day as proof of my service, but with each passing day, I'm tempted to shatter them.
Damn, that sucks.
Alright, I'll just stomp on into the room, be like, good news, fucko, we're here for the gifts. Roll initiative.
Love it. Let's do it.
I was just thinking about this, but the way you said I'm tempted to destroy these gifts every time, I'm like, this is just the angry version of, so you're gonna bring me a birthday gift to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Why, dice? Ugh.
Okay. What'd you get?
11.
Got an 8.
Ophelia, what about you?
And I trusted these dice. These dice have never rolled poorly for me until now.
What'd you get?
What?
What did you get?
Oh, I said I got a 5.
Oh, okay.
That part did not make it through, so all we heard was, I trusted these dice.
Yeah. So the highest you all rolled was an 11? Okay.
This is gonna go great.
No, we're intentionally letting him react to our presence as part of the distraction.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our story, and we should probably stick to that.
I got a low initiative because I'm just posturing and flexing. I'm really slowly taking out my sword. Spinning it around a few times.
So Alchis is going first, and she's going to run up to the edge of the pool. She says, "We're coming for you this time, Pelagius. There is no escape." And she is going to hold her action, actually, as he has not yet emerged from the water.
He's like,
And
where
then-
are you, Pelagius, you freaking nerd? Where's my money?
Yes. Every boss fight.
Adara, what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm next?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna stomp on over to the water also, and if you hold an action, can you hold both your attacks because they're part of your attack action, or no?
I think
Say
it's just
yeah.
the initial. Well, maybe with fighters. Fighters are weird.
Fighters are
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, with fighters, probably, because you can do 2 attacks as your action.
Yeah.
Because you have
I would
So it
say
counts
yes.
as one action,
Alright.
I would say, yeah.
Then yeah, I'm gonna, same boat. I'm gonna be sure, like, if I got enough movement room, I want to move not immediately next to our monk friend, but like maybe, 10 feet kind of around the circle a bit.
Okay.
So we can't both be swallowed by water at the same time. And I
Okay.
will hold my attack with my scimitar and just keep loudly talking and be like, man, we came here because we heard there was like some important asshole about Poseidon, but like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like your god respects you very much, man.
At that, Pelagius rises up from the water and splashes down on both you and Alchus, and you both need to make me a strength saving throw.
Why? I'm a fighter. I'm great at these.
She's not.
Okay.
Oh no.
I was like, wow, I'm glad I was a little slow.
You and me
24.
both, Shy.
Okay. You are shoved 10 feet away. And poor Alchus gets just smashed down with some water and is currently grappled and cannot breathe.
Should have given her my cloak.
16.
Live and learn.
And
Protect the NPCs.
then it is Shy's turn.
Yeah, that guy needs to be hit with a book. So, spiritual weapon.
Oh wait,
and
hang on.
that's...
Hang on. Adara, weren't you holding your action to smack him?
Oh yeah. Wait,
You
we were
were.
both holding our actions.
You were.
All right. I'm taking 2 swings at him as I get shoved away.
Sorry,
So
Zab.
she's going to use her action to try and escape.
Yeah.
And she does. So she is no longer grappled.
All right. My low roll is a 16.
Okay. So what were you trying to do? Hit him?
Yeah, I'm hitting him twice. The low roll was a 16.
Yes. You will
All
do
right.
that.
They both hit.
Sorry, Zan. I just wanted to do it before I forgot.
No, thank you. I'm glad.
Please take a total of 24 damage from the 2 swings.
Oh.
Now I will be pushed 10 feet back.
And she is going to escape that grapple and use a key point to disengage and leap away.
I thought she was a monk. As soon as you said she started punching shit, I was like, this girl's a monk, isn't she?
Yep. Yep.
Monk
And-
in a sport.
And now it is Shy's turn.
And with a 19 to hit, Shai's going to summon her glowing book, and she will try and shove it into the approximation of its face.
Okay.
Oh, thank you!
Hey, thanks for the
Oh my
raid.
gosh, thank you for the raid! So, you have a disadvantage on that as he tries to he can turn spells.
Disadvantage. Okay. Alright. Well, I rolled a 13 and I rolled an 11 before, so if that one hit, then it still hits. I rolled higher.
Okay, it does not hit.
Wait, no. I meant, like, I rolled higher the second time, so if it hit before, then it still hit.
Did it 11 hit? No, wait.
Well, no. 11 plus my modifier.
Oh, okay,
19.
plus your modifier. Yes, okay, then you hit.
Sorry, I got confusing there because I was looking at the die and I was like, oh, I rolled higher. Okay, so force damage, that would be 8 force damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and do another Sacred Flame because that seemed to be working really well on the other one. And magic seems to be a good idea, so make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Wow.
What does that mean?
He has advantage against any spell that targets him 7th level or below. And I rolled a 3 and a 2.
Oh, buddy!
Curse has
Yes.
passed on.
Love this.
So yeah, he didn't save.
You know what? He tried. That's what counts.
Alright, so that's 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
It's like you're just too used to lurking in the dark. Well, I can see you, boyo.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh, if even the cleric's making fun of you, you know you're in trouble.
Ophelia, you are up.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my part, and I'm gonna start by going to the closest person that is stone to me, and
Okay.
I am going to take out the wand, say the code word, which I don't remember. It's
Hemorazia?
It is Hemorazia, yes.
Yep, Hemorazia. Okay, I was thinking it was Hephaestus, and I'm like, no, that's a Lancer character I made. Okay,
I mean, it's also a Greek god.
Yeah.
yeah, Hemorazia, and wave the wand and restore one of the persons.
Okay. One of the Medusas who had been like in action pose.
Yeah.
Unaction poses. Looks and says, "Who are you? What's been going on?"
Hemophilia, Alaskia's over there. We're getting rid of Pelagius. Either I would recommend you take off and take care of yourself, or if you want to stay, you are welcome to. Just keep in mind that he's going to keep the reflecting magic stuff going on.
No. Good luck, thank you. And
Well,
she takes off running.
be safe. There's glass and stuff out there. Be safe.
It's like Ophelia like made this single path through the glass.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you have a bonus action, Ophelia?
I'm checking to see if I do. I also have to keep in mind how long Armor of Agathis runs for. It runs for an hour. Okay, I've got time for that. Excuse me. Let's see. I won't do that, so I guess I'll do this then. Okay, so I am going to turn toward Pelagius and say, yeah, you make a better mirror than an enemy, and I'm gonna cast Hex upon him.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So that's my last spell slot. So I'm gonna also pick Strength, so now he has disadvantage on Strength ability checks.
Sweet.
Yep, and that goes for up to an hour. So have fun with that, my man.
All right.
Yay!
It is Alchus's turn. She is going to Flurry of Blows him. She's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Use a key point to do it again. And that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
And that's a D10. Don't roll that, yes.
Like punch his face.
Okay, so that's... Let me roll a bunch of dice real quick. So that's 6 plus 10, 13 to him. Plus... plus 7. Okay, I will do that math while Adar takes her turn.
All right.
Oh, and then she'll use another key point to disengage. And like run.
All right. I'm not running. I'm stomping back over there.
She's a squishy.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
not.
she's a monk. She do be squishy.
All right, I'm going to open by taking a swing at this guy.
Yeah.
First, we got to see if it hits. That'll hit 23.
Yeah.
Great. Please make me a wisdom save.
Okay. I shouldn't have rolled that at advantage. That's not a magic. That is 10.
Fail. You are frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Ooh,
And you take 16 points of damage.
Nice.
I'm going to take a second swing.
16 points of damage, you said?
Yeah.
Cool.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Great. Is he still over the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very big. He is over the water and the land.
All right.
He is, in fact, a large creature.
All right. I don't think this will work, but just in case, please make me a strength save.
Push him out of the pool? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm gonna see if
So
I
he's
can.
at disadvantage because of the hex.
Yes.
So that is only a 10.
Fail. If possible, you are tripped.
Can water elementals be tripped? Is that a thing?
He cannot be tripped. He is immune to prone.
That's fine. He will still
So
take...
you will trip him, and he will just kind of nimbly remove.
More importantly, you'll take 20 points of damage.
Holy shit. Okay.
Jeez. Holy crap.
Love to play a fighter. And I'm going to... How messed up does this water look?
This water is getting much smaller.
All right. I'm going to action surge.
This water looks not great, Bob.
You know, why not? I'm going to action surge, and I know it doesn't do anything, but I'm just going to keep tripping the water because it lets me add a superiority die to damage.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if that'll hit, actually. So this wouldn't be a trip attack if it doesn't hit, because I decide that after. But does a 13 hit?
It does not.
All right. Next swing. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
All right. Now trip the water again. You can make a strength save for giggles, but it doesn't matter. So that is 15 points of damage.
And he cries out, "Stop, please. Please, I'll give you a pearl. I'll give you something. What do you want? Please, just banish me from this realm."
Does killing you not do that?
Just killing me makes me die. Just please let me go home.
I'm gonna look at our monk friend and say, your enemy, your call.
She thinks for a moment and says, I hired you to do what you will. I worry that he will destroy my family and my sisters. He's only attacked us, not them. But at the same time, they've been down here, stuck in this fort with him for centuries. I hate him, and I hate his god. She spits on the ground.
All right.
And
Oh, sorry.
Are we out of turn order? Can I do something?
Yeah, you can do something.
I'm gonna bite him if we decide that we're going for it, because I do still have that bonus action on my turn.
You do.
Okay.
He just says, please, I'll give you a pearl of great price, whatever you want. Just please, let me go home.
Why were you here in the first place?
I want him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, are you doing Zone of Truth?
Yeah.
With the 19, because he has advantage on those.
Oh, I should have done disadvantage on that. Damn!
Yep, no.
Well, that doesn't target him specifically, right? It targets an area?
No, I was using her channel divinity.
Oh, okay. So that does target him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, because that's how she was going to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Yeah, Shai's going to step forward and going to try and incite him and just say, if we let you go, if we banish you, do you promise to never return to this place?
Adara, freezes.
You and yours are never to return here.
Says, I never wanted to be here. I came here to serve my god, and now I can't leave. I'm bound.
Does Shai know what it would take to banish him if he's bound to this place?
Give me a religion check.
Religion.
Idara has like frozen in mid. I was going to fight this guy lunge, but people are talking now, so I guess I'm just ready.
That's a 15.
Okay, you would know that destroying the altar would release him back to the elemental plane of water.
If we destroy the altar, he will be going back to the elemental plane of water. And I'm also going to insight check him. I want to make sure, and I want Shai's trying to extract a promise. It's just like, we'll break the altar. You never have to return here. But you and yours, I want your word that you and yours will not return here.
Yeah, give me an insight check. Just let me live. I'll give you everything.
That's a 17.
So you can tell that he's not a nice elemental. You would gather that he in fact relishes cruelty, but he is also an honest elemental. In fact, he is disinclined to lie. You could tell he has a lot more money that he could give you, though, if you wanted it. Or gemstones.
Shai doesn't particularly care about that.
Okay.
But it's just like, I'm sure Adara will appreciate the pearl. We'll destroy the altar. You can go home. And Shai just kind of like turns to Adara. He's being honest, at least. If he goes home, he won't come back.
All right.
Sorry, do you want to bite the altar?
I'll probably take out.
Splinters.
I'll probably take out a hammer to start. But I'm gonna like hearing Shai say this. I'm gonna turn back to our monk friend again and just say last chance. As I switch weapons to go for the altar.
He says, I would not want to be stuck here for centuries. He's a murderer. But even a murderer has a home.
Alright, sounds like he's gonna be the, I don't know, Waterworld's home or wherever the fuck he lives. Let's go.
SeaWorld.
Yeah, SeaWorld.
The elemental plane of water. Elemental plane of water, you idiot.
You try talking down to me again, and this is gonna go a lot worse for you.
Please. Please,
right.
Thank you. You can give me an athletics check or just hack at it.
I'll do an athletics check, I guess. I'm good at those. I am good at attacking too. Yeah, he's supposed to be afraid of me. Fuck you.
Please don't fail, dice. Please don't fail for Adara.
22.
There we go.
You split that altar in two. And Pelagios grins, saying, My lord ensured I could never serve my own wishes, only corrupt those of others. His destructive nature even falls to his own servants. What good is a temple with no priest or worshippers? What good is his blessing when I share its bounty with an empty cave? Let this all end. And as the altar shatters, he vanishes, almost as if he evaporates into thin air. The altar splits in two, and a bright blue fist-sized pearl is at the center of it.
I'm gonna keep on freezing people and just yell after him. You need to take that up with your god. We can't help you with that.
Yeah, that is extremely above our pay grade.
Well, maybe he'll find his own way now that he isn't trapped.
Yeah,
right.
you gotta help, you know?
Yeah, speaking of traps, how's this pearl look?
I was gonna say, I'm a little busy. Shy?
Well, I can identify it.
Yeah, you keep doing you, Ophelia. You've got more important things to worry about.
Yep.
Yep. Shai's just gonna identify the pearl, see what it is.
I was gonna say, don't you have a wand of, like, detect traps or something, too?
Well, yes, I have the Wand of Secrets.
That sure would have come in handy in the tunnel of traps, huh?
Well,
Um,
that
it's okay.
maybe.
Casting identified. This is a non-magical pearl. It's worth about 500 gold.
Nice.
It's
An
very pretty.
an extremely pretty, uh, very valuable pearl.
I definitely, out of character, assumed he was trying to offer Idara a pearl of power, and I was like, wrong tree.
I love this bundle of clam refuse. Thanks.
Um, neat. We got paid.
Gonna keep just unfreezing the dudes. Gonna look over at our monk and be like, "Hey, are you doing okay over there?"
It's been better, but I'm glad that my sisters can go home. Patho will be so surprised.
We did technically break something. Are you gonna get in trouble?
I think it will be fine.
I was gonna
Sick.
say we can glue it
We
back
didn't
together.
even
We really
we
can.
didn't even know about the Temple of Poseidon until they came here.
Great. Because yeah, glue would. I don't think glue would work on this. There's it would be noticeable.
I mean, you could say it just looked like that from the beginning.
It could have been like that when we got here.
Yes, that's the cover story. That's it.
Hopefully we will seal this place up and never return.
That also works.
Yes. No one can see you broke something if no one can get in there to begin with.
I'm pretty sure with the Ultragon, Poseidon's interest in this place will wane, but it can't hurt to be careful.
I'm just gonna take out like a tiny knife or something and just, like spend some time kind of further defacing the broken altar because I got nothing else to do while Ophelia's like one by one reviving people.
Idara
was here. Yeah.
Get wrecked, Poseidon.
So the wand only lets you revive 6. It lets you do 6 in a day.
Okay.
And then regains 1d6 daily at dawn.
Okay.
So how many more are there?
Let's say there's 4 more. So there's about 10
Um,
people.
Shai has a greater restoration bead,
Okay.
which she can use to restore 1 more.
Okay.
And
Do you get those beads back?
yeah, every day.
I was gonna say, what spell level is Greater Restoration?
It is 5th level.
Yeah, so it's too high for Shai to technically have, except as the beads.
Okay.
But Shai would try remove curse just in case to see if that would work. Probably
That
doesn't
won't work.
Mm-hmm. But it gives us an extra person that we can depetrify.
So now there's just 3 more, and Patho can either get them tomorrow, or you can, if you wanted to spend the night in here, you could do that. But that sounds unpleasant.
We'll just kind of carry them outside the temple area so we can collapse it on our way out, and Patho can come get the rest. Actually, no, never mind. I was going to suggest that we could carry them back, but appraising the current group we have, I don't know if that's actually possible.
Or I can't even lift your dog.
I know, well, I mean, I assumed you were out, but then I was like, oh, our new friend's good at fighting, that means she can carry stuff, and then I was like, that's not how monks work, so...
He is not strong.
Yeah. So,
She's
You
very
look over.
fast.
You see her noodle arms and the monk robes.
So, heading out, do you want to go the other way?
Yes.
Yeah, we said we would.
I want to see the rocks!
I think you guys can go the other way. Shai will kind of backtrack and set continual flames along the path if the darkness is still there.
Ooh, the darkness is gone.
Oh, okay.
The
In that case,
magical darkness is gone.
she will join Adara and Ophelia in the other path.
Like, we promised Ophelia we'd see some mines on our way out.
I want to see some rocks.
So it is no longer magically dark in here. And you can head back much faster.
You know, we'll still probably set the continual flames just so that people can have a safe path to travel when
Yeah,
they
because somebody
revive
does
the
need
others.
to come back down here and do the rest of the wand.
I was gonna say, yeah, not everyone has dark vision.
Because I just noticed that it says that it lasts until it's dispelled.
As you're walking, you hear the sound of a beast in pain before you see it. Metallic scales emerge from the darkness, framed by blood-spattered horns. A gorgon approaches, mooing and wailing as it is injured.
Oh, baby.
Uh,
You.
looking around for what caused that.
I was gonna ask if I could tell what is going on with this poor little bull.
And could
You
I
can see-
possibly...
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, could I possibly heal it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if so, I want to like bandage it up with Shy.
Yeah, and Adara, you can give me a perception check.
I have advantage, so I dodged another nat 1 for a total
gosh.
of 18.
Okay. So you see a lot of areas where the stone has crumbled away as if it were rammed with two horns. And recalling that there was magical darkness in the other tunnel, you would gather that there was also magical darkness in this tunnel that might cause an animal to get scared and run a bit amok and hurt itself in its confusion.
All right.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will-
just gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 3. Hopefully that will help.
Well, you
I
do
will
that. I just
relay
want
this
take
to the group so everyone knows they don't have to be on alert for like a predator animal.
Yeah.
I had been using level 2 spells to do continual flames, so
I was gonna say you're good if you want to do the cure wounds at third level. Ophelia's just gonna bandage the horns. It's just like, yep.
so that's 18 points of healing.
All right. And the Gorgon is all better.
Give
Aw.
the bull a little pat on the head.
Yeah.
Heading a little bit further on, with a new light, you see something glittering up ahead. When you approach, more sparkles alight on the floor. A torn bag lays between the scattered gems. None of them are cut, but they could be valuable.
Sure.
This was not here when we came here, right? No, we didn't go. This
I
is
mean,
still
we
in
didn't
the
come
path
this
we
way.
take. Okay.
So there's about 6 gems here.
Uh,
How
If
convenient,
one of them
2
looks-
for each of you.
Yeah, sure.
Are they trapped? Because the glass was a trap for sure, and the well seemed like a trap. So this is feeling like a trap.
it's a tarp.
Does not seem like a trap.
Probably somebody dropped the bag in confusion.
Hmm.
Oh, was it attached to our little bull buddy?
The Gorgon dropped its bag. All right.
Yeah, maybe he
I'll-
would have had it on him. I don't know.
I'll
I mean,
kick
they
a
use
gem.
him as. They use
It
him as.
skitters.
All right. Seems legit. I'll kick the bag.
It billows.
All right.
This episode of Threeflings, the Threeflings are suspicious of a bag.
We've met a mimic before. That's all I'll say. All right, I'll start picking stuff up for everyone. And
continuing, you see broken sconces that look like they had provided light but have been shattered. There are abandoned chisels and pickaxes along the floor, and continuing your journey, you find sconces that are still working. As the rough-hewn walls give way to elegant stonework, as you leave the mine and emerge from the heart of the earth.
Oh, that was an experience.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, certainly. I'm glad that it didn't end up in more danger. You know?
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a while since we fought something that begged for its life. Kind of forgot how to
Yeah.
handle that.
It's a little bit unusual.
Info is standing there with several of the community with a big smile on her face. But she says, "So, Alchis, your little plan paid off. Well done." And Alchis just kind of beams, looking at the rest of you. She says, "And I see that you freed several of our sisters. Did you put an end to that false priest?"
Yes, you
Yeah.
won't be seeing him ever again.
Yes, he's back in SeaWorld now.
We owe you a great debt. If you need healing, we'll gladly provide you healing and rest free of charge in our temple. And of course, gold. I believe that's what's commonly given. We have plenty.
Did we lead the Gorgon out of the depths? I'm assuming we did.
I assumed you did.
Yeah.
It'd be rude to heal it and just leave it there.
I was just saying, yeah, I'm gonna turn and be like, I think, at least speaking for myself, I think this guy needs a little bit more healing than me, and just give him like another pat on the head.
That one of the other Medusas comes running forward and just says, "Ariste, where did you get to? Come back, silly head." And takes the Gorgon off to a pen.
Oh,
Yeah, honestly,
boy.
I don't think any of us need healing, actually. Like, just goes to show, when you solve a problem without magic, it works out better.
From behind you, Alchis just coughs and goes, "Speak for yourself."
No, sorry, I meant the three of us.
I could use a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Shai just kind of like looks at Adara and just goes, "Without magic, where have you been?"
I'm just saying, I used no magic and I didn't get hit once.
I didn't
Adara,
get hit either because I stayed back and threw spells like I do.
Yeah, also, Adara, your teeth are magic.
I guess. It's not really the same thing. My point was more that, like, they all got petrified because they tried to use, like, you know, a magic petrification thing, and, like, if they hadn't done that, they might have just been able to punch the waters to death. Sometimes fists are the correct answer. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely.
Thank you.
And, well, you don't have to go right away I know you don't need to heal, but even if you want to just stay and rest for the night. I mean, I know you can't live here. You probably wouldn't want to anyway, but if you ever need a friend or an extra fist for a fight, just give me a shout.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
Oh. I was gonna say, do you work like our other friends where we just shout for them and then they just show up?
Yeah, how good's your hearing?
I mean, I think a letter would be helpful, or if you can send me a dream message or something like that. That would be more helpful.
I have
I'm
a
not
raven
much
friend.
for magic.
I was
I
gonna
have
say,
a raven friend that should be able to find this place.
I was gonna say, I also have a good idea. I'm gonna open up my my book of what's it called, Book of Shadows, and have her write her name on the back pages for a Fire Scribe.
Ophelia pulls out her death note.
It's like a death note that's a yearbook.
I was gonna say, holding the book in her hand, she says, "Is this like for autographs?"
Oh, it's mainly so I can get a hold of you.
Oh, all right then. And
Yay!
she scratches her name in the book.
Yay! Thank you.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting y'all. You're welcome to stay for the next, well. And Peso just kind of looks over and says, 2 days.
Oh,
Uh,
2 days is 2 days
two
is still
days.
a good amount of time.
Yeah, 2 days will be fine, and I would love to try that Gorgon meat again. That was definitely an experience.
I liked it.
Yeah, I can stay for dinner, and then I gotta go get my dog.
Did you leave the dog with the with the like town, or where'd you put him?
I kenneled him at the town. I just like, gotta either go pay
Oh,
them
you
more
gotta go
money.
get him.
Yeah, I gotta pay them more money or pick them up.
Ah.
I do have a raven that could carry them more money if you need to, with a note and a message.
But also, dog!
Yeah, I kind of miss my dog.
You forget, Shy, she likes the dog more than you, apparently.
Oh yes, how could I forget?
Wow.
And heading
right.
off to dinner is where we leave the Threeflings with a storm of witches. Stick around, we're going to do a raid, but first let's see where you can meet these wonderful people, starting with Shy. Who are you in the real life? Where can we find you?
Hello, I am Zan Larson, and you can find me on social media at Pale White Rabbit, either on Twitter or Instagram. Also, I do have an online shop at Store Envy if you look up Zan Larson. So I have prints and stuff that you can buy of my artwork.
Dara, who are you in the real life? How can we find you?
Hi, I'm Gwendy all over the internet, except for Instagram, where I'm Gwendy_arts because Gwendy was taken. I'm an illustrator, so check me out if you like art as well. I don't have a store envy, but I've got an imprint store, I guess. More importantly, today I announced that I, along with the help of Jess and Ink and a whole bunch of other people, am running the Uncaged Goddesses, the 5th volume in the Uncaged Adventures. It's finally happening. We have Ashley's blessing and oversight, but she's tired, so I'm doing it. But yeah, it's going to be a book of fully tier 4 adventures about the Forgotten Realms goddesses, and it's hopefully going to be a really good time. But pitches are open presently, so if you're watching this live or when the VOD goes up shortly after, June 30th, 2021 is your deadline to apply to write a tier 4 adventure for us and be part of the Uncaged experience and give us more episodes of Threeflings.
Yeah! And
You'd like
Draz
us
is
to hear.
involved too, as she shouted from
Oh
chat.
yeah, Draz is also involved. Just so many people. If David's still in chat, he's involved. He's helping supreme overlord it with me.
And Ophelia, who are you in the real life? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Ink. You can find me on Twitter, mainly where I'm at These Dead Pens, where I like to meme and scream about things. This week I had a thing in mind that I was going to be screaming about, mainly just frogs. I really like frogs. So that's been very fun for me. That and just keep taking care of other people. It's still important. Not everyone can be vaccinated right now, stuff like that. Just be a decent person.
Speaking of frogs, join our Patreon Discord if you want to find out your terrible, terrible frog name. Unless your initials are G and B, you will get an awful frog name.
Yeah, it's great. We're either all chunky, slime balls, moist. Yeah, it's great. Thanks, Gwen.
My frog
Also
name
known
is
as
Green Bean.
Green Bean. We got Green Bean, which is very cute.
Mine was Speckled Chunk.
Yeah.
Speckled
Yeah.
Chunk.
That's alright. Anyway.
I hated my whole thing. And I'm Jess, what was it, like moist riveter or something? I was like, I hate everything about
Wait,
that.
hold on. Memes and
I
shit.
hate it all. And yeah, do goddesses. Draz put a link to the bundle for Palestine in there. I've got Draz has a very cool game in there, and I have Tiny Terrors, which are 10 tiny or small creatures for your 5e games. And we're gonna go shoot our behind the scenes Patreon video, but thank you for joining us. We love spending our Fridays with you tonight and every Friday night. And join us next week when we are playing Maidens of the Weave by Emily Harmon. And tonight we are going to go raid Critical Bard. So
Yeah.
let's go give CB some love, and everybody have a great night. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.